Yo guys, what is up? It is me, Ryza, and anyway, today I am back with a time remapping tutorial for trick shots. So I have two examples. The first example is with no effects, no pan and crop, no motion blur. And the second one is obviously going to include all that stuff. So you guys are going to see what it looks like when you are, I guess, the raw version, and then I guess the somewhat edited version. So here's the raw version.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time was on the out. Done saying I'm done playing. Last time was on the out. Done.
Alright, so now here's the version with a few effects and roast murmur.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time was on the out. Done saying I'm done playing. Last time was on the out.
So there are a few things in there I can touch up with the time remapping, but just for tutorial's sake, I'm just going to show you guys the basics of it and just try to get it down, I guess, as clean as I can. So basically, we're going to start off with our clip. Now we're going to hit the left bracket on our keyboard, which is it's really right above the enter. Oh no, it's right beside the P on your keyboard. Then we're going to hit Control-Alt-T, and then I was going to bring up time remapping. Now, if you want to, you can leave the audio on. I mean, it can leave for a cool effect, but sometimes it can just sound horrible, so I'm going to take it off. So now you guys see we have time remap, we have a keyframe there, and we have 0, you know, that's our timestamp. So we're going to drag the whole way to the right, and then you guys are going to see that the clip is starting to move. So this is our first beat where we want to start. So I'm going to find where I want my character to, or the game, or the edit, whatever the hell you want to call it, to start. So I'm going to go right as soon as he starts taking out the pistols and doing the trick shot. And then I'm going to take this again, and I'm going to move it kind of forward so he's moving more. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to drag this back. I'm pretty sure that's how I... No. I'm going to move this the whole way up to the shot just because it would have looked bad. And then I'm going to drag this, the clip over to the reload a little bit more, like that. And then we're just going to hit Control-Shift-D to split our clip. And then we're going to back out, and there should be another keyframe the whole way out here somewhere, and it's right here, so we're going to delete it. Then we're going to zoom the whole way back in. And some tutorials might tell you to go back, do it with the first keyframe also, but the first keyframe is right here simply because we moved our timestamp. So we're going to highlight these keyframes, hit F9 on our keyboard to ease them. Then we are going to go into our graph editor. So important note is drag this up so your graph editor has way more space, and then you can zoom in a little bit. So this is pretty simple of a thing. You want to drag this one up and then this one down. So the more you drag this one up, the faster it's going to start off, but then it's going to kind of mess up. So you want to try to get these to be even, and then you can go ahead and you can look in your preview screen if it's going too slow, if it's going choppy or not. So I'm going to bring this one down just a little bit more, and I'm going to bring this one up just a tad bit. Okay, so this part's good. You know, literally all we did was that. And then I'm going to go to our reload. I'm going to drag this one up a good bit, and then I'm going to drag this one down. So now if we do a little bit of a preview of this, you guys will see what we have. Hopefully it looks good. Alright, so it looks good. Probably looks better than the actual RAM preview. So I'm going to split this just because that's where I want my kill cam to start. So we're going to drag the same clip back in. This is how I do it. You guys can do it differently. I'm going to hit left bracket again, right on our marker, hit Control-Alt-T, and then we're going to take our timestamp and we're going to go pretty far into the clip. Going to go once again to where he brings out the pistols and does the trick shot. And then we're going to go to the next marker. We're going to move it a little bit faster or speed it up in the clip. And I think this is where my shot to be. Oh, never mind, doesn't shoot there. And I'm going to speed this one up. I believe this is how I did it. I might be wrong. Pretty sure that's how I did it. Then we're going to hit Control-Shift-D to split it. Zoom out, find this little keyframe over here and delete this little guy. And it's not important that you delete that, it just helps make your graph editor bigger, I guess. It's weird. So now we are going to zoom in on our graph editor. I accidentally hit backspace there. So we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to drag this one up. We're going to drag this one down. That's really choppy actually, so we're going to drag this one down. It's all about playing with graph editor. This can be really tricky actually. So it's going really slow actually. Right, so I think we got that one down. We'll go to this one here. Sorry if you guys can hear my computer in the background. Alrighty. This tutorial is going to be kind of weird because I'm not going to be talking for a lot of it because simply I'm just adjusting keyframes. And my computer is just hitting a fucking new level. Fucking just using up everything. And then this is our reload. What the hell happened there? Oh no, don't be adjusting those keyframes. Hold on. I have to watch out. Sometimes it will adjust keyframes, the other keyframes. Alright, so I think we have it done. So now we're gonna RAM preview the whole thing. And like I said, it was just literally me just showing you guys how to do all that shit.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the out. Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the out. Done saying.
Alright, so that could.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the out. Done saying.
I'm pretty sure like it's just kind of how the song went. But yeah, I'm gonna put the effects on. Well, actually, right there was my shot before. I probably should have used that as a guide. So let's actually move this, just because this is something you can have when you timer map. So let's move this to the reload, and then I'll split this here. Like I said, this is something that can happen when you guys timer map. So this is actually a pretty good tutorial. So then we're gonna go back into our keyframes here. And also, if you guys wanna, you guys can get rid of that to make that a little bit smaller. So we'll start off right there. Then we can drag these down a tad bit more. Like it's literally all about just playing with these hand tools or whatever the pick tools. I don't even know what the hell to call this, to be honest with you. Alright, so now let's RAM preview this and see what we have. This is kind of all about what tire mapping is. It's just playing around with.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the. Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the.
Alright, so then I'm going to play around with these two keyframes here. I'm going to make this one a tad bit smaller so so that doesn't go too fast on me. I mean, it's going to go.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the. Done.
Just gonna kind of slow it down. So I'll be right back once I show you guys what this looks like with all the effects on it. Alright guys, so I did RAM preview it, but I just have to work on this last part here. It's going too fast. Alright guys, so I'm still working on this last part. Basically, let me get my timestamp back in here. I'm gonna slow this ending down. just because it's doing too much at the end. I made it go too fast. So let's RAM preview this part. Like, this is literally what's all about editing. You have to go through a lot of RAM previews. Alright guys, so now I finally got this thing done, so I'm going to show you guys the final RAM preview of this. Alright, so finally, after going through a shit ton of RAM previews and moving around keyframes, here's our final product.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the.
So the starting part could use some work right here, and then also this kill cam right here, where he shoots, that could use some work. But this isn't really an edit. This is just for tutorial purposes. So you guys get the point. Obviously, once you get the hang of this, it gets a lot more easier. I'm still kind of new to it myself. I've been using Twixtor for the longest of times. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this tutorial. Comment below what you guys want to see next.